Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So Java lovers, ready to level up your basics? Let's learn how to calculate the sum of elements in Java. It's easier than you think. Imagine you have a list of numbers like scores, prizes or even daily steps and you want to know the total. Java makes this super simple. In just a few lines of code using loops or even streams, you will be summing arrays like a pro. We will use an array, a loop, a sum variable and boom, total values in seconds. Let's make Java fun and powerful, no boring theories, just hands-on coding magic. So grab your ID and let's dive into the Java sum calculation, which is fast, simple and powerful. So I hope you will be enjoying this amazing video in which we will be learning that how to calculate the sum of elements in Java. So if you understand this amazing video and if you enjoy this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like, and if you are new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's dive into it. Alright, so now we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video we will be learning that how we can calculate the sum of elements in Java, as we have understood in the previous video that how we can count numbers, how we can count words in Java using different string and variables. So in this video we will be understanding that how we can calculate the sum of elements. It's not really, you can say, a hard thing. It is an advanced level tutorials which we are covering up, but this is not too much advanced level thing. It is, you can say, an intermediate level. So that's the reason I'm just covering up this thing in this tutorial, so that you will be having a good understanding that how we can calculate the sum of elements or how we can calculate the sum of an array as well. But before understanding how to calculate the sum of elements, we need to understand how we can calculate the sum of an array. For understanding this, calculating the sum of array, we need to just use this example here in which I have written some like sum of array elements, and I'm using these array elements, like I'm adding these all array elements together so that I can get the output. So here I'm adding 4 elements if I show you, and 4 elements are 4 integers. One is 1, 5, 10, 25. So these are the 4 numbers which we are using, or you can say 4 array elements which we are using here. And now we will be adding these 4 array elements, and now when we will be adding these 4 array elements using this variable name called myArray, so we will be getting the output printed as the answer of these all values when you will be adding and getting the answer. So if we add 25 with 10, it's 35, 35 plus 5, it's 40. So answer you will be getting will be 41 printed when you will be just printing these all things in the output. But before understanding this example, we need to open our NetBeans IDE, because as you know, when we were just working with Java in the previous video, so we were just using NetBeans IDE. And if you're a beginner starting with language like Java, so I will prefer you to use this NetBeans IDE because it has all the features, all the things which a beginner or advanced level Java programmer needed. But if you have already used NetBeans and you know that how it works, so you can use some other IDs as well, like VS Code. Then there are some other offline IDs like Eclipse and more, but these two are, I will prefer you to use these two IDs if you're not using NetBeans. And Eclipse is best for Java because you can only work with Java in Eclipse. And if you want to use some online IDs, if your internet speed is good enough, so you can use internet IDs as well, or you can say online IDs which are like Jupyter, Replit, CodePen, and there are more other IDs. But I will prefer you to use Replit for Java and Python as well, because it provides you all the versions of every language you are using. Like if I want to work with Java, I can use Replit because it provides me every version of Java which I need to use, and you can just use that things which you haven't used in the older version of Java which you are normally using in NetBeans or any other offline ID like VS Code as well. So that's the plus point in online IDs. But moving on, we are just working with offline IDs, so we can have a good understanding that how we can install different packages, how Java language totally works, how we have created the file, how we can just create some projects. So we need to understand all those things. That's the reason we are starting with offline IDs here, so you will be having a good understanding about Java language. So now when you will be opening your NetBeans IDE, you will be also getting this same start page, but you need to just close it. If you have already created a project, you don't need to create a project. You have to just press right click on your project and you can create a Java file. And it will be saying you as Java class, so you need to press this Java class and you can give any name to your Java file you want to. Like in this case, I have already created a file and given my Java file name as main. So now here I will be using its class and I will be importing main method as well, so that I can use all the things which I will be using. Like in the previous video when we were just working that how we can count words here using this string. So this were the example, or you can say these were the you can say codes which we were using. So here now I will be moving on to my Word document and I will be using this example in which I am counting or calculating the sum of array. So I will be copying these all examples here, which are some array elements, and then moving on to my NetBeans ID. In the place of these all strings, I will be pasting these all arrays things here. After pasting this, I will be just doing one thing. I will be running this file to check what output I am getting here. So now I need to see the output. It will be the sum is 41 printed. So if I just right click on my main.java file and if I run this file, so now it will be taking some time and you can just see it has given me the output. The sum is 41. Why it is giving me the answer 41? Because we have added 4 numbers and we want these 4 numbers should be added together, because we are using these 4 integer values as array elements. So now these all array elements are adding together, and when these all array elements are adding together, so we are getting the answer as 41 printed in the output. And that's the way how you can calculate array elements using string. So moving down, there are some other example as well which you can use, but I think this is the best example from which you will be having a understanding that how we can calculate a sum of an array, or how we can calculate a sum of an array elements. And this is the way how you can calculate the sum of elements. It can be sum of variable elements as well, it can be sum of array elements as well, and it can be sum of integer elements as well. So it's up to you that what elements you are using. Like in this case I am using array elements because in Java normally we use array much better than, like you can say, elements which we use of variable or that. So that's the reason in this example I'm just using array elements. And array elements of numbers you can use array elements of words as well if you want to do that. Moving on to my NetBeans ID, you can also subtract these all numbers if you don't want to add it. So for subtracting, you just need to change this addition sign to subtraction sign, and after that it will be subtracting all these numbers together and you will be getting the output here, which is getting by subtracting all these numbers together. So if you want to add some other numbers, you can add as well. For that you just need to press comma and then you need to add number which you want to add in this array here. So I will be adding 30. So now array element has added this 30 number as well in our array, means this 30 will be also added with 41. And if you add 30 with 41, so obviously the answer will be as 71. Yeah. So if I run this file here, now you will be seeing the answer we are getting is 71 printed, and it is also showing me whole thing. The sum is, then the semicolon, and then we are getting 71 printed. And that's the way how you can just print these all values using array elements, and how you can add array elements together to get different output. I hope you understand this thing, and I hope you enjoy this video in which we have understood that how we can add array elements together to get different output each time. And it's not compulsory to add 5 numbers, 6 numbers. You can add more numbers as well, like 10, 20, 30, 40. You need to add every number every time. You can add any number you want to add, and it can be of any length. Like it is not compulsory to have 5 length of numbers in your array. You can add 10 as well, you can add 20, 30, 40, as many you want. So that's the way how we add array together and how we add array elements together to get different outputs. So I hope you understood this video, and I hope you enjoy this amazing video in which we have understand that how we can add array elements together to get different outputs. If you understand this video and if you enjoy this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like to this amazing video. And if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, hit notification bell as well, so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I will be meeting you next tutorial or in next project using Java. So for today, goodbye.